I don't know, coloring versus painting. What is the difference, right? Well, let me sip this coffee and we can talk about it. I would say there is a difference. Coloring, I'd say, is when you're kind of coloring with the lines intact. Painting, I think, is when you're actually just taking colors and moving it with the brush kind of thing. But then, don't you have to move a brush to color it anyways? Yeah, technically you can, so it's kind of the same, but I think there's a little difference. So let's say we're coloring this right now. Later on, I'll be painting it. But yeah, cool. Sweet. So this is a personal commission for someone. What we're going to be doing, especially what's going to make this a little different than the past things we maybe colored, is that what we want to do is kind of we're going to paint a character that's kind of halfway in shadow and half not. So it should have a kind of a cool look in the end. Since this is kind of an illustration thing, we can get away with it. If it was concept art, I wouldn't recommend that. We can talk about that later though. It's a busy day, so I really need to just get started. I'll try to talk while I'm yakking away at you guys. I'll try to talk and paint. Try to paint while I'm yakking away at you guys. Oof. But cool, so I'm just gonna start I'm sorry for you guys to catch me in this phase, the little base color phase or flatting. There's always a bunch of different names for it. Whatever works for you. I always call it base colors, so because I don't know, they're at the bottom, so I just call them the base colors. No one else has ever called them that, so I kind of had to just suck it up over the years and get used to calling it something else. Flatting. I don't know. Base color sounds cooler than flatting. Is it just me? I don't know. I had someone approach me and they're like, "Yeah, I'm a flatter if you need any stuff," and it's like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't know. Yeah, I always thought I was a base colorist, but that's neither here nor there. I'll just talk about a little bit what I'm doing. Basically, I am doing the flats right now, so I'll get merged eventually, but just want to start separating out some areas. Cool. And yeah, as you can see, we got a background here. I already painted that before you guys got here, so maybe we can do background art sometime. I'm not generally I do character design work, and since that's what I do professionally, I feel like I'm more suited talking about that. I don't know. I don't want to talk about some stuff that I don't really do. I still have a lot to learn about environments. I'd say I know the basics, but I can kind of swing by, make it kind of look cool. Yeah, see, base colors does sound a little cooler, right? And if anybody's watching, if you're just tuning in and you see me looking over here and making comments as if I'm talking to someone, it's because I am. There's a nice chat room. If you're watching this on Facebook or anywhere else that you can just kind of click and view, there is if you click the actual link and go to the Twitch site, you can kind of hop in the chat room. It's a little more fun if you want to ask questions or anything like that. So you are invited there. Please do come over. It's more fun that way, So yeah, please do. You're all invited. Okay, so right now, like I said, I wanted to get all this base color stuff, but yeah, we're super busy week. So I didn't have time to get all the way base colored. So we are gonna, be trying some base color stuff or some flatting stuff, So bear with me. And I kind of want to just try out the idea of having a little inside color on this guy's coat. And just to talk a little bit, I'll zoom in a little bit, talk about base color. And I figured, maybe since we are catching a little bit of this, if anybody else, I think a lot of people starting out kind of do the drawing and you color under it. A lot of since it's Inktober, maybe this is a good thing to talk about. So what I'm doing is you'll kind of notice when I'll select stuff, I'll be very careful at some parts, but then some parts I'll just kind of move over it's no big thing. I am doing that intentionally, and I'll tell you why, because there's some really cool things you can do to kind of speed up the process. So per example is this little cuff link right here. And this is kind of where if you played a lot of video games, or if you like puzzle stuff, try to turn it into a game, right? So basically I needed to be careful with this line right here. This side where I'm actually cutting into colors that are already there. This side, it's like you'll notice that I kind of went outside the lines there. It's like, but you're supposed to color in the lines. Well, you know, not always, right? So what I can quickly do is just, you know, bust out the magic wand, minus that out, and it's already gonna just like cut out everything I've already done. You know, everything that's in that, like kind of that bled over. So, and like using that and like knowing about that, you can really speed up the base color process, because it's just like you can think of it like combos. Like, you know, you kind of want to work and you can like organize in the way, like the order in which you base color stuff. You can actually make up a lot of time and like make it go like really faster. So the example in this situation down here, let's talk about it. Right here, the only line that I have to really worry about is this one right here. All these other ones, I don't care. You know, why should we care? Now it's because we don't have to care, because we already spent the time doing those ones. Like, I already went around nicely and colored that along the line. So it's like, why would I do that again? You know, it's like you want to kind of use what you've already done to make it work for you. And then I can just quickly over there. Let's cut out this little part right here. And you see, I can go in reverse style. Sometimes it's easier just to select everything and then cut away from it. And when I'm doing that, I'm just using like plus and minus on the magic wand or lasso tool by holding alt. Yeah, see, exactly, combo it up. So it's like it's really cool. And by holding alt or shift, I can either minus or like add to that selection. So let's go ahead and just fill a dark red color in there, just so we have something. The client didn't say he had an inner color on it, so I am kind of taking a little like leap of faith here. So let's not go too crazy with it, but I don't know, I thought it'd be kind of cool. A little like, he's got a leather, like a black leather coat. What if there's a nice like color on the inside? Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool. If we don't like it, I'll say that it was your guys' idea, and you'll all be blamed. I will be forever blameless. Sorry, I got my coffee. I need to get jocked right now. If you don't know what that means, that's my little abbreviation for jacked up on coffee. It's good. Sorry, I have to sip water afterwards. Better for your teeth. Alright, so let's continue base coloring. Something like a little other thing I'll talk about is like, you know, going on the whole like combos thing. Is like you might notice that you know, it's like I didn't color in this little, whatchamacallit, this little buckle that's going to be there. Oh, do you not want the buckle anymore? No, we still want the buckle, but that's a good question. Maybe if we didn't want it, I could totally ignore it and just get rid of it. But, sorry, this music's kind of freaking me out. I don't want you guys to get scared either. Okay, cool. So that's what we need. We need a little more upbeat here. Alright, so I'm going to do this kind of like a little manually. And I could even do it in a separate layer if you know. That'd be totally fine, totally good excuse to use another layer for this. But it is such a minor thing that I kind of just glazed over it, and I wanted to add it there later because, you know, let's say if I wanted to put that in emboss, it's kind of nicer to have it on its own. And it's just, instead of me going and tracing around it, I could easily, since it's such a small like area, I could just use a hard brush, you know, and I'll just like that, and I just kind of right over it. You know, that doesn't mean we can leave it kind of messy like that. We still want it to be clean and nice, but I don't know. I say go with what feels right. Sometimes it feels like you need to paint it. Oh, I said painting and we're coloring. God damn it! Alright, if you want to color it, excuse me, then you can do that. Yeah, right, yeah. See, I wanted to give some little, some contrast in it. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, he's kind of like he got the red hair and stuff, so I thought maybe red on the inside of the coat would be kind of cool. You know, and maybe we could play around with that too. You know, it's like maybe the cuffs, like up here, it's not really that color. It's just kind of a normal, but the little inside, all that, maybe that's a different one. I don't know. I kind of like it better with the red, though. I want to see. Another cool thing to do is, while you have it selected, where you can see the little ants walking around, little picnic ants, if I hold Command-Shift-H, actually I think that's it, or maybe it's just H, like, yeah, Command-H, sorry, overthinking. If you use Command H, you can actually hide the lines. I mean, hide those things. So it'll kind of give you a better view on like if you enjoy those colors, or if you like if they're working or not. Because sometimes when you have the when you can see those little ends, it's kind of hard to tell like how it's really going to look in the end, and you don't want to put all this time into it and then take them off and it's like, oh, that actually looks trappy. So you can save yourself time, just or if you're showing like one of your teammates, be like, hey, what does this look like? Or they want you to try something out, it's just a nice way to work. Be mindful though that it is hidden, because I mean, if you're careless and you'll be like trying to draw somewhere else, it's like, what the hell, Photoshop? Don't blame Photoshop. It was you did it. You told to do that. So just remember if it's hidden or not. So watch out for that. That's gotten me a couple times. And if you say it's never gotten you, you're lying. Okay.